Just how far will the charity Paper Trail go to get information for families? My name is Ciarán MacAirt, and this is a day in the life of Paper Trail and its work with victims and survivors of the conflict in Ireland and Britain. Legacy archive research is a key component of the work that I do, so one of my favourite places to visit is the National Archives in London. Sometimes it's a bit of a hoof to get there, but I always look forward to a lovely walk along the Thames with Chiswick on the opposite bank, past Oliver's Island and into the National Archives at Kew. The National Archives reading rooms open from 9:30am Tuesday to Saturday. I always pre-book my camera stand and seat and pre-order target files long before I arrive. Preparation is the key, especially if you're travelling and you have limited funds. A decent camera on a stand helps with speed, consistency and my old joints. I will sit for as long as possible and take as many photographs of files. You may be surprised at how taxing that could be over long periods, so make sure you take time to move and stretch often. As well as a pre-order of targeted files, I also have a list of around 100 a day to hand that I can order, so there's no lag or wasted research time whilst I'm there. I try not to read any archives as time is precious, so I photograph every page in every file, ensuring I photograph the whole of each page and diminish any chance of losing important information. This is laborious, painstaking and costly work, but the benefits to families searching for information can be invaluable. This trip was on behalf of many families and I found a lot of important information, but among this was a significant file of unredacted evidence on behalf of a woman in her 90s, whose brother died in disputed circumstances in 1971. There's new evidence in the files that will help the family campaign, but the file also included a photograph of the old woman's mother, which she had not seen before. Her mother died a long time ago, and the photograph meant just as much to the family as the information in the file. Last orders are around 3:30 usually, and closing at 5 except on Tuesday and Thursdays. Make sure you check the times each time you travel to any public records office. It was 5 today, so I made my weary way home in the opposite direction. Another really significant day of work for Paper Trail. 678 miles travelled, with costs kept to a minimum as the charity survives on a shoestring budget. 7.5 hours at the National Archives London. 4,317 individual pages from targeted files. Although today's work took 5 working days of preparation and 2 working weeks of reading and study in the next fortnight. Great effort and cost, but invaluable work for families searching for truth and justice. It remains Paper Trail's honour to help them in any way when we have the resources.